Jean-Philippe Barros is in his second term as a state representative, after serving 3 terms on the Pawtucket City Council and 3 years on the city's Juvenile Hearing Board. This week, Barros planned to take the first step toward adding another title to his lengthy resume: police officer, starting the Municipal Training Academy at the age of 53. Pawtucket Public Safety Director Antonio Pires tells the Hummel Report that Barros, who is Cape Verdean, was chosen from an initial applicant pool of 700. 80 of those got an interview, and a final pool of 50 was chosen to go to the state's Municipal Police Training Academy in Lincoln, staggered over several classes, usually in groups of 4 or 5 recruits.
We don't have age limitations. Most departments don't. I think the state police has. I know Warwick has. I'm not sure what the other. When we've talked about that internally, the thinking was, listen, if someone is qualified, they have to go through a fitness, a passive fitness, whether it be police or fire. They have to pass a fitness. If they are able to pass the written test, and if they are able to pass backgrounds and psychologicals and things of that nature, we're not going to exclude them.
Barros was selected to begin the Academy's 129th class on Monday. He declined our request for an on-camera interview, but did speak with us by phone Monday evening about why he wanted to become a police officer.
In my way of thinking, certainly, it was certainly a way of continuing my public service, and also to be like a role model to some of the younger men and women of color who may at some point potentially consider joining the police force as a career.
And why he believed the issue of his age was a non-issue.
I mean, I never really thought my age was an issue. Never really gave it 2 thoughts, other than when the people in the process, in the know, started questioning my motives and my age.
Midway through our conversation, Barros dropped this bombshell. He sent a letter over the weekend to Pawtucket's chief of police, saying he was withdrawing from the academy, quote, because of all the constant questions regarding my motives for the change in careers at this late stage in my life. Barros added that he didn't want to be a distraction for other recruits and the city. Pires said Pawtucket police officers have to retire at age 65. So Barros would have had a maximum of 11 or 12 years on the job had he joined the force.
What about the argument of somebody who would say the city is investing in this person? You're sending them to the academy, you're bringing them on, and there's obviously a monetary investment, but an investment overall. And what if you only get 10 years out of them, or you get 12 years out of them? Does that shortchange the city on what it's invested in?
I don't think so, because what's actually happening today with the younger generation, if I may, as I said before, especially on the police side, a lot of these youngsters are very well educated. They come to the job not with the necessary belief that they're going to stay on that job for 35 years. So today, there's necessarily no guarantee if we invest in a 25-year-old that 25-year-old is going to be here for the next 30 years.
Barros told us he had heard the chatter coming out of the police department, and comparisons to a North Providence firefighter who joined that department at age 52, only to have a series of injuries and eventually retire on a full disability pension.
What is his angle? Why is he doing this? And then, of course, the other party...
You don't think that's a fair question?
Yeah. Well, how is that a fair question? So how come people like you never bother calling me when I get elected to the city council? Is that you never called me before.
Well,
because I never did anything wrong.
There hasn't been this set of circumstances, and I'm not.
But Jim, what kind of circumstance is this? I'm trying to be a service to my community, and I've been doing it in a different capacity. This is just an extension of what I've already been doing. You've got 23 weeks of the academy that you have to go through. If I don't make it, well, okay, yes, he's not cut out for it. That's okay. But before I even get started, I'm already being vilified and as I'm doing something nefarious.
Then there's the issue of a city politician getting onto the local police department.
And some people might say, in order to get on the force, or at least to be able to go to the academy at age 53, maybe there was a little bit of string pulling to go on. What do you say to that?
It's a vigorous effort for any individual to go through and to qualify from a physical standpoint. Whether you're a state representative or whether you're a minister or whether you're a television commentator, sitting down and taking an exam and getting X amount of score on the exam doesn't matter. It matters what you know and how you apply the answers to it.
Barrow stands by his decision, but is frustrated and disappointed.
I didn't do anything wrong. Right. I didn't do anything wrong, but because I don't want to be a distraction to the police department, to the city, and to my other colleagues, I rather, I'm stepping out. But I'm not happy about it.
In Pawtucket, Jim Hummel for the Hummel Report.